market. What is Muslim market? Muslim market means that if I'm a Muslim and I live in a predominantly Muslim country and I go to the market to buy some meat, say lamb or beef or chicken, I don't have to ask. I don't have to check and verify if the meat was slaughtered according to the Islamic, code. I just go and buy and don't worry about it. Why? Because I am in the Muslim market. What that means is I assume legitimately that since I'm in a Muslim country, since I'm dealing with Muslims, I assume that those Muslims, butchers, have slaughtered the meat according to the Islamic law. So I don't need to worry about it. Then the question is, how do you know that those Muslims have slaughtered the meat according, Salaam alaikum, to the Islamic law? I just assume, being Muslim, they would do it the right way. And if they turn to be not slaughtering the meat according to the Islamic law, this is something between them and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's not my responsibility. So I have the luxury, if I'm in a predominantly Muslim country, I have the luxury of going to the market, buy the meat, the regular meat. I'm not talking about pork, for example. I'm talking about the regular meat. Beef, lamb, and chicken, maybe camel. I don't need to verify the slaughter process. I can just go buy it and eat it. I have no issue. But what about here in the West? There is nothing called Muslims market. When I talk about Muslim market, I don't mean that, for example, Warren Avenue. No, we're not talking about Warren Avenue, where there are a few markets belonging to Muslims. We're talking about the whole market belongs to Muslims. That's what we mean. It does not apply here in the United States, in Britain, in France. So it is not a Muslim country to assume that the market is Islamic. There are Muslim individuals, but that's a different issue. That does not make the whole market Islamic. When we're talking about a market, we're not talking about a physical place that we can go, we can say, you know what? You go to Warren Avenue, it's all Islamic. You go to Atlantic Avenue in Brooklyn, it's all Arab and Muslims. No, we're not talking about a physical place. It's a concept that once you're in a Muslim country, their market is an Islamic market, meaning it is ruled by Islamic laws, and therefore I don't need to verify. Here in this country and in similar countries, in the Western countries, we don't have a Muslim market. This concept does not exist because we do not live in a Muslim country where I can claim the market in this country is Islamic or Muslim. Therefore, the ruling will be different. The ruling applying to meat for us in this country is different than the ruling that applies to Muslims in the Middle East, in a predominantly Muslim countries. And this is why we had to discuss this issue. Otherwise, consuming meat is not something that is limited to Muslims in the West. Muslims in the West and the East, anywhere they are, they consume meat. But why are we discussing this issue particularly? Remember, the theme of this class is that we're discussing Islamic laws pertaining to Muslims where? In the West. Because there is no Muslim market, because that concept does not apply, we don't have the luxury of going into any supermarket and buying meat without verifying, so we have to deal with this issue. In other words, because we don't have that luxury, then we have to verify the process of the slaughter since we live in the West. Okay.